Hello everyone, how are you all and what's up? This is Armea from Telplay and we are gonna talk about some very cool games that you probably might have missed. We know that the Steam Spring Sale is already over, but of course it's not over for some really cool games that you probably didn't know or heard. So let's check out these cool games on our list. Just to be clear, before we start our listing, I just want to let you know that this list will be for indies because who needs AAA games when we can find some hidden gems among the indies?
So the first one on our list, it's called Koromon. If you've been a fan of Pokemon, but you haven't had the chance to actually play it on a different console, for example on the PC, Koromon is a great example for a game of that kind of style. Koromon is a monster taming game that takes up the classic Pokemon style type of gameplay with heavily focus on turn-based strategy, combat, puzzles, and monster taming. As traditional Pokemon games, you also have 3 levels of evolutions and a large pool of Koromons that you can collect, which is 100 plus Koromons that you can tame. You can find the game on Steam and right now the reviews are very positive and yeah, it's a pretty good game, and if you're interested in playing a Pokemon on your PC or on your Steam Deck, I think it's a great choice if you plan to do so.
Second on our list will be the Fable Dome. This game is not yet released, but it will be released on second quarter, which is gonna be really soon. So if you like this kind of games, fantasy, management, sim colony, and not only that, you can actually see how the citizen grows and as well help them to thrive. It's pretty interesting. At the moment, this is only the trailer that has been shown to us and we're gonna see more, but this game looks really interesting. And if you like this kind of games, relaxing, cozy, fantasy vibe, and who knows, maybe there are some enemies that is gonna attack the town. It's like a settler vibe in general. So if you like this kind of game, make sure to wishlist this game now because it's gonna be released soon. Or you can as well try the demo and see for yourself because this game looks really promising and it's really cute.
The next one on our list is called Wildflowers. This game is as well in the fantasy realm. You play as a little witch and you learn all the skills and traits that a witch has to do in this town. There's a lot of managing and farming that you can do, and there's a lot of cozy things that this game has. So if you have any kind of interest in potion making and as well you want to follow up a nice story, the story is fully voiced, so you get to experience the game in a really polished way. In my opinion, for an indie game, we think this is a plus. You can definitely check this game out. It is overwhelmingly positive on Steam and it came out last year in September of 2022.
Go on down to the basement. You'll understand everything. I saw.
Fourth on our list, this one might pique your interest because not only another alchemy game but also it has some farming features in the game. This game is called Moonstone Island. This game will be released this year but they didn't really announce when the date it's gonna be. But this game is really cute. It seems like this game has been inspired by Legend of Zelda Classic, Stardew Valley, and as well a turn-based card combat game that resembles a lot of the Pokemon Classic. And not only that, in this game, based on the trailer, it seems like you can romance some of the characters in the game. The game is really cute, so if you love this kind of game, make sure to add this on your wish list. Support the developer because this is their first game and their first game really looks promising.
As a fan of Vampire Survivors, the next pick is gonna be Noobs Want to Live. Yes, it's a weird name for a game, but we're all noobs in the end, so let's get started with this one. This game is a survival game where you try to survive as many waves of monsters that are trying to kill you. You're gonna use the same principles as in Vampire Survivor by trying to move aside and use your projectiles to kill the enemies. What's really cool about this game is the fact that it has this 2D kind of effect and it looks kind of cute, so we thought that this is really interesting. The only downside is the fact that this game has been developed by a Chinese developer and some of the things are not fully translated from Chinese and there's a few issues over there, but still this hasn't stopped a lot of players to try the game out and see for themselves. It has a lot of positive reviews on Steam and it is quite promising. So if you've enjoyed a lot Vampire Survivor or other games of that kind of style, you definitely have to try this game out because it's a great time killer. And if you're enjoying your Steam Deck, if you have one, of course this is an excellent one for that type of game. It's very easy to use. Normally you use your joystick in order to move around and the rest is up to your character who will spam monsters with skills. So it's really cool, really fun and really chaotic.
This game will be a bit different from other games that are on this list because I think it deserves a praise that it needs to have because there's not so many people know about this game and a lot of people who have played this actually give this a very positive review in Steam. And this game that I'm talking about is called The Pale Beyond. So basically this game is pretty harsh. It's a story-driven game where the choice matters in this game because you basically need to help your crew to survive and help them to get where they want to be. And based on the trailer, it seems like you are stuck on the ship and you gotta need to maneuver and manage carefully the resources that you have. And also there are some combat aspects in the game, which of course is gonna be very little on your choices. And it really depends on you if your crew is gonna survive or not. This game is pretty harsh, it's pretty dark and very atmospheric. So I feel like this kind of game where choices matters and you just love to dive deep in the story, why not give this game a try and see for yourself? This game is already out on Steam. It came out on February 24, 2023 and it's their first game, and why not support the developers because I can see from the trailer and how the people who played this game reacted, it's worth the price and I think it's worth trying out the game.
Coming up next, this is a really cozy and relaxing one. It is called The Garden Path. You play as a gardener and it's an open world adventure game where you do trading, fishing, gardening and hang out with your friends, which seem to be all sorts of animals that you meet in this world. It is really interesting and there's not much to say except the fact that it's coming this 2023. It looks really cute and you can customize your character however you like. Of course, you have a couple of options that you are gonna be able to choose from, but that's good enough for us. We will keep an eye for this game, especially knowing that Aimea enjoyed a lot this kind of style of games. And the next one that she's gonna talk about is very close to her heart.
Last but not the least, it's called The Book of Troubles. What is The Book of Troubles? The Book of Troubles is a tiny multiplayer online role-playing game in which you go on adventure, team up with random strangers that you meet along the way. There is trades, combat, explore the world, the lore itself, and there's some hidden areas that you as well get to explore and help other villagers, and every time you help, you get rewarded by the kindness of your heart. This game is very unique and this one captivated me while I'm playing this game. Vasharal and I were playing this and we had a ton of fun. Although this game has combat, but this game is really relaxing, very cozy. So if you love this kind of game, why don't you give this a try, because not so many people know about this game and I can assure you, you will have a ton of fun, especially if you play it with your friends, with your family, or with your partner. There's a lot of things that you can do in the game. It's a sandbox, so you have the freedom to do what you want. 1, the world is big, and just a reminder, this game is still on early access. It was released on October 2021, and I can assure you the developer is still active and still keep on updating this game, even though there are some bugs in the game, but you can really feel the passion of these developers for this game. So if you love cozy and relaxing game, or you just wanna distress in life, why don't you give this a try? I can assure you, you will have a ton of fun, especially if this is the kind of game that you really wanna play.
As other listing videos that we made in the past, we're gonna leave you with a bonus. The last game that we wanted to talk about, it's called Book of Hours, which was developed by the same developers who made the game called Cultist Simulator. What we do know about this game is that it's a heavily narrative crafting RPG set in the 1930s, where you play as a librarian and you get to choose what kind of librarian you want to be. There's a lot of options to pick from, and if you did play the Cultist Simulator, you know that this game can get really complex. It looks really interesting. It does have a lot of things that are going on the screen, especially where the UI is a little bit kind of cluttered with a lot of things, but it does look interesting, and I think that you should keep an eye for this game. Unfortunately, we do not have a trailer for this game yet, but in the future, when we do, we might as well talk about it and share it with you guys. But let us know in the comments which of the games from this list have you been interested? Have we shared something that you didn't know about? Let us know in the comments, because we would really like to know. If you enjoyed this kind of videos, please give us a thumbs up. It helps us greatly to reach out to more people. And as well, if you've sticked around until the end and you think that we deserve a subscribe, feel free to do so and help us out to reach 1,000 subscribers. And turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss every time we post something new. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Vasharal, and together with Armea, this has been a Tellplay listing video. We hope to see you in the next video. Take care, stay safe, and happy gaming.